I just filmed this whole entire intro and I look at my phone and it was off the entire time. So we're about to just spit 2 times speed, not waste any time. I'm a little bit pissed off that I even allowed myself, but it's my fault. I have no one else to blame but me. But I'll give a concise version. Basically, what I was talking about was that I went on a little impulsive mini vacation for these last couple of days, and I like to be doing this more often because the collective group of energy and thoughts of my hometown are killing me from the inside. And any of you, entrepreneurs probably have heard from these big guys who are millionaires and extremely successful. They all say the first thing you should do is move out of your hometown. And I'm trying to do that. So I impulsively went to this town that I went to college in that's far away from my hometown. I haven't been there in 6 to 7 months because the last time I was there I was in college for 1 semester and I dropped out, and I totaled 2 cars in the span of 1 week, and only recently have I gotten a car, which is an incredible blessing from God. So I seized that opportunity immediately. There was no gap between thought and action. I had the thought and then I took the action. I just drove down there and I locked in. It wasn't just for fun. I brought all my meals, hit all my meals every day, still hit the gym, which is the second half of this video is gonna be a mini gym vlog I made for you guys. But God, I wish I didn't screw that up. It was so good. I was literally just speaking facts to a camera that didn't exist, that wasn't even filming. But the main point I was trying to get at is that I have the capability to move, but there's a lot of conflicting things that happened in my trip where I would think, maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe I shouldn't do this. But then the other half of me would take over and be like, that's your inner pussy. It's telling you not to, but you need to. You need to. And I'll tell you another quick story is that I thought that the Holy Spirit was trying to tell me to move back there because every single time, for 4 times in a row that I drove only on the way back from that town, back to my hometown, I got in 4 different accidents. That's crazy. So I thought God was trying to tell me, stay in that town, stay in that town. But anyways, I stayed with different people every night. I stayed with my grandma, stayed with some friends, I stayed with my cousins, and I got to see the city even more. And I was thinking, I could make this happen, but I would probably be in an ancient, shitty apartment that's fallen apart and having to work 9 to 5 to fund capital for my business, which I don't think is the most strategic because then I'm just trading my time for money, thus putting me in a perpetuum cycle of trying to keep up and also buying all my other stuff on my own. And I'm 19, and I haven't been in this business that long. So that was conflicting, but I also was just like, I just need to make it happen because everyone's thoughts have vibrations and frequencies. And when they're all in the same town and you've been living there for 12 years and you know pretty much everyone in a small town, it gets to the point where you're like literally in this pendulum of negative thinking. And it's like us humans, we literally have the ability to catch our thoughts. And I saw the biggest changes when I started actually catching these negative thought patterns, or like literally being conscious and like letting your thoughts flow in your head and pass by and catching those negative thoughts. Let me check and make sure this is still okay. We're good. We are good. And you catch these thoughts and you dismiss them. You say, no, that's not true. Because there's a difference. You are not the voice in your head. That is what a lot of people get wrong. is that they think that the little voice in their head, that's your little bitch trying to tell you, your little monkey brain trying to keep you alive and safe and comfortable and not do anything hard. So you need to catch that and be like, no, you know what? I'm only going to tell myself I'm a G. I'm only going to allow myself to talk to myself like a king because I am one. And even if I don't have the physical, three-dimensional material stuff, that hasn't manifested into reality yet, it starts with my thoughts. And if I keep telling myself with my conscious mind, I'm a G, I will make it, I will succeed no matter what, there is no plan B, then your subconscious is programmed, which is like 90% of your brain is your subconscious. And so when that's programmed with only good shit and self-affirming stuff, well, it reflects in all of your subconscious habits. If you look at someone who is consciously, but they're not, on TikTok all day, scrolling away. Yeah, it's nice. I like this person's life. Yeah, I like that. Then their subconscious is going to be commanded to operate that way. They're not going to have any self-discipline, any determination or motivation. And that person is much more likely to set themselves up for failure. They're going to have no attention span, not going to be able to do anything hard, and not even remembering anything, because short form is so garbage, is that you're not even going to remember any of that. So I think it starts with God, and when you're in your most receptive state is right before you fall asleep. So when you program and visualize that car, the money, the penthouse, the birds, all these material things you want, and you visualize specifically how you're going to get them, they will materialize. There's just a time gap. And that's where patience come in. You gotta learn along the way. That's what I'm doing. I'm figuring out along the way, and I made so much progress because I actually just stuck to one thing. So stick to one financial vessel, and then also work on your other traits, because you don't want to be a pussy. You don't want to be someone with a bunch of money, but they're skinny and they don't know how to fight and they don't know anything about anything else, or just a dork. That goes for anything. Bodybuilders that are broke and they're just good at bodybuilding. Like, I've said this many times on the channel before. So, like I said, stick to one financial vessel that you, with your specialized, unique talents and perspectives, can actually stick to, and you feel like that's actually aligned with what God is telling you to do with your life. Stick to that and don't give up, because if you don't give up, you can't lose. And then get in the gym, train even harder, research if you have to, watch my shit. I'll tell you what to do, follow that. I'm telling you, if you listen to my Instagram, you can literally just get jacked for free. You don't even have to buy a program. Obviously, I want you to for more detailed looks, but you could still get gains off of just my shit. So implement that. Eat more, to simplify it. Eat more. Eat the clean, healthy foods. Lift heavy and hard and actually challenge yourself. Make it like a sport. Treat it like a sport. Treat your business like a business. Don't half-ass anything. Lock in your nutrition. Whatever you're doing, just lock it in. You know that the salad is healthier than the fucking donut. You don't need to be an expert. You know, if you eat ground beef and rice, and chicken and rice, and protein powder, and eggs, and steak, you know that that's the right decision to make to get you bigger. And stop training like a pussy, and that will manifest in time. Be patient with that, stick to that, because it all starts with your thoughts. Like I said, if you think, I will be 200 pounds, I will be 200 pounds, I am 200 pounds, I am the person who takes the right actions to be 200 pounds, or to have 100 grand, or to pull a 10 out of 10 anytime I choose. It starts with your thoughts. And humans, we like to see time as like sort of an old film strip with the old movie theater. When you pull out the film and it's just a bunch of pictures. And it's just frame by frame. Like right now I'm looking at a picture. The phone right now, you are quite literally looking into the past of a bunch of series of photos, taking photos of my face and recording audio of me talking, of vibrations coming out of my mouth at the camera, and you're looking on a digital phone right now somewhere else in the world and watching me. So that's even crazy to just think about that. But you have to unveil behind all the bullshit and say, there's more to this. There's more to life. And seek God, seek Christ, because the answers are all there. And I'm not even talking about reading the Bible every day and stuff, because this might trigger some of you, but I would argue that a lot of modern day Christians have become lost and like actually untouched. Like they don't really understand the deeper meaning of everything. Everything in the Bible is a cross-reference. Obviously it's history and it's cross-referencing, talking in mysterious ways, but it's really about you. Like God is within you. It's not just this guy up in the sky. Yes it is, but it's also as above so below, meaning that God is within you. He's like in your brain, like literally. And you need to unlock this potential where you completely detach yourself from your physical realm, your physical body. So right now I'm in my hometown and I'm thinking, I am completely checked out of this town. Like I'm not here. I might physically be here. My body is here right now. But mentally, spiritually, I'm so locked in and visualizing, and I'm just that anticipation of knowing what I'm doing is going to work and I'm going to be in a different timeline and different reality in a few months. I have that patience. I've been through a lot of hard shit in my life. I've learned patience. So if you just stick to one thing, like I said, and just learn, get more intelligent, read more books about every skill, watch more YouTube videos, good YouTube videos, even like mine, subscribe, but constantly learning and then implementing those things, being competitive, capable, confident, and really just analyzing your past life, because the more that you look closely and zoomed in, the less you actually see. You have to zoom out everything and just look at the grand bird's eye view of your whole life, and the answers are all there. The reason you have certain tendencies is because of a certain event or series of events that happened in your childhood probably. You need to be like, wow, well, I didn't even know this about myself. That's why I'm doing this. And just becoming conscious at every single moment, living in the present. There is no future, there is no past. Like I said with the movie strips, like that's like an exercise you can do like right now. Like really just be conscious and aware and thinking about everything right now is just a picture. I'm in these pictures. A lot of you are just in la la land, worrying about events that don't even exist in the future, worrying, or even worse, dwelling on the past. But that's not right now. What can you do now? What is the most advantageous move you can make on the chessboard as of right now? Do that. Do that, I promise. And I think a lot of people get twisted is that they get confused and think that you are the same thing as a voice in your head. You're not at all. You are like literally a beam of light, of energy in a soul, and you're in a physical body, obviously. But you are not that little inner bitch voice. That's your little inner bitch voice. When it's telling you to stop, it's your monkey brain that wants you to just do what's most pleasurable and satiating and survival. Oh, I know. But anyways, I got a call while I was down in that city visiting from an immediate family member. He goes, it's not looking good. My doctor lab results got back, and you know, it's my dad. So, and I just live with my dad, not with my mom. I was thinking, wow, you know, this is really life-changing and scary. And my sister's moving in 1 week to go to college, so I don't want to leave him alone. I feel it is my duty, my calling as his eldest son, a man, to take care of him while he's sick, to be there for him while he's uncomfortable and lonely, because I know how loneliness feels. And while I'm doing that, I'm doubling down, and I am no longer going to be obsessing over the past or obsessing over future outcomes, or even being like involved in any of this bullshit. Like, I'm living in my hometown. I don't talk to anybody besides my few friends. I don't have time for parties or social events or even girls. Like, nah, I'm fully just doubling down, letting that inner bitch voice pass by, because that's not even me. I'm a soul, and I visualize my most receptive state before I go to sleep. I visualize everything that I want and I desire. And I know that God is giving these visions to me for a specific reason. It's His plan. He's planting that. Like, that's not like, oh, that's just like some dream or vision. Like, no, that's literally what He is putting inside of you. That's literally, you're getting a glimpse into a future timeline. That's how crazy it is when you're like really good at visualizing how everything's gonna unfold. So anyways, I decided I'm staying here. I'm just doubling down and practicing being better at just being like, you know what, fuck these kids. I'll just do it here anyways. Take advantage of everything. And in time coming, I'll be patient and I'll make it there. I think a lot of you get literally, the reason you give up is because you're not seeing any results in the moment, or you're just, again, looking too far, looking too back and thinking, oh, well, I've tried it for weeks and weeks, and I've tried it for like months, but it's not working. My life isn't changing, it's not going anywhere. Keep doing it. If you do not give up, you will never fail. But yeah, I didn't have that much time on my my SD card, so I just filmed kind of a short vlog for you guys. And if you're still watching this part of the video, I appreciate you, and I want you to make a commitment, make a promise to me that you're gonna do all the things we just talked about. That starting now, going into the colder seasons, when nothing else is going on, when there's no sunlight, that you're just gonna take time to level up on yourself and get closer to God, as I've just talked about. And all the habits and activities and, you know, letting Him put that dream in and never giving up. Resisting. So if you made it to this point of the video, to prove it to me, I want you to comment, I'm a G, in the comments. I appreciate it. So, without further ado, I'll let you enjoy the video. Should be a pretty good video, but like I said, pretty short, not that much involved. But I'm gonna go eat a meal. Hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, little bit of a weird intro, but I drove down to Milwaukee, stay with my family, soak in the vibes, and now I'm here at this wicked gym called Social Candy, and I see why they call it that just now, because when you walk in, it's like a candy store to a little kid with all the fucking equipment that you could ever think of. It's huge. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm trying to get straight into my workout right now. I'm anxious. Can't delay my gratification right now. So, short intro, but let's get it. Alright, so I don't have a cameraman today, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, and the audio is gonna be a little bit fucked up, but I really want to try this at land. Fucking pumped. I'm fucking hyped. We're in Milwaukee. I'm gonna move here soon. I'm sick of my hometown. I can't wait to show you guys this disgusting, violent pump. Alright, so I doubt you'll even be able to hear me, but look at all these. Like, what the fuck? There's so much shit to choose from. I'm probably gonna pick a, we're gonna probably do this one right here. Start off with that, and then hit some flat, and then some flies. But probably the worst thing ever is feeling rushed during your workout. You know, I have a family dinner after this. Feeling rushed, you just gotta get it in regardless. And I'm not rushing my workout for anybody, so stand your ground, respect yourself. Look at all this tough ass.
Up his leg day, all I make is headway. I can't buy the F&E cause I ain't in the headspace. No training, yeah, hey. She like maybe you would change if you start splurging. Give me coochie and face, that's what I'm encouraging. Only 5-star place when I'm off of nourishment. Boot a nigga off the stage, this is not no verses. That little petty ass bag, boy, you not flourishing. If I'm fucking with the Rex, then do not disturb me. She a pop it if I ask, by that bitch a jersey. All my niggas out step, riding with the clergy. Run it up his leg day, all I make is headway. I can't buy the F&E cause I ain't in the headspace. I crash while I let him turn me in the lead face. Niggas think it's all rap, fuck around and met Drake. I'm a hot boy, TT treat me like I'm Lil Wayne. I'm still with them acting like he David Blaine. Freak bitch, see the rack, she like look what you be.
Alright boys, the chest pump is looking absolutely fucked, as you can probably tell. So, about halfway through, not even. Got some BCAAs, pump squared, creatine, and electrolytes just for the fuck of it. Actually, this one might have electrolytes. Yeah, it does. But yeah, we're gonna mix all of them together, get a fucking pump. It's little details like this that you're missing. You might know how to work out, and you take pre-workout and you take protein powder, but you would never know that adding some intra is actually very beneficial, allowing you to work out harder for longer and increasing that muscle fullness, the amount of blood you can actually pump into your muscles to break them down further. This is a huge game changer for me. I'm not saying you have to go buy a bunch of shit, but get yourself some creatine, get an intra. This one's pretty good. With electrolytes, EAAs, amino acids, and creatine. Throw this in your, I sound like every other fucking dude on the internet, bro. But I'm not gonna sell you anything. I'm just telling you, if you wanna get a fuck chest pump, take a bunch of shit in the middle of your workout and you'll feel it. You'll be able to fuck yourself even harder. I was watching this like YouTube video or something where it was like a realistic, non-choreographed fight between a like real life Nordic Viking versus a samurai. And the Viking just fucking mauls the samurai. I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, if I analyze this, genetics actually plays such a big role in everything, because like the Vikings, a Nordic tribe, they were so much bigger and stronger than the Japanese people. And so I was thinking about just like in general, you don't need to take steroids if you're like have good genetics, you know what I mean? This isn't a thing about race, but it's just about, kind of is, but no more PC bullshit, like just straight up, everyone knows it. Like, black people are better at sprinting. They got bigger, fuller muscle bellies. They have more type 1 muscle fiber. Like, think about all the best Olympic sprinters, mostly all Jamaican or black, West African genetics. Asians, super good at powerlifting or Olympic weightlifting because of the structure of their bones and everything. Then white people, obviously, just, we're good at building shit, put it that way, using our brains. We're gonna get back, we're gonna do some flies. We're gonna do one more pressing movement, hit some triceps, get the fuck out of here. Also, this is why it's important to know how to fight as a man. If you're someone who struggles with gym intimidation, well, you're probably homosexual, first of all. And second of all, learn how to fight, and then you'll just go into any gym and be like, okay, no matter how big they look on the outside, no matter how many steroids they take, or how much bigger they are than me, I could just beat the shit out of any of them. And I sound like egotistical, but like, someone puts all their time into bodybuilding and never fought once, it's like, you just become like, why would I be scared of this guy at all? You know what I mean? So, have that calm confidence. Start fighting because it builds that confidence anywhere you go. Obviously, there's people that can kick my ass. Obviously, there's people that'll be better at you at fighting. But that's when you gotta outdo them in all the other aspects. As men, we're highly competitive. And if you don't think so, this channel isn't for you. Go be a pussy. I think that's my new favorite chest machine fucking ever. Fucking awesome. Getting a crazy just contraction the whole time. I feel like a fucking Nordic Viking like we were just talking about. Holy shit, but the stretch you get on that, like, you seeing this? Hope you're seeing that because it's really fucked. After that, all those carbs too, gonna be hitting. This is how you do it, bro. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier. Show you that set. So many fucking birds here too. Peep this, boys. The gym's right here. All these back equipment. And you can literally just pull up out here. Like, what? There's a wasp. Fuck. Bunch of them, actually. Look at that. I know I quit smoking, but this shit makes me just want to smoke a little J right here and then hit the gym. Damn, the vitamin D is gonna go crazy too.